Hello to you, my fellow Dark Ones. How are you guys doing today? How's life? Last episode, we did manage to get energy condensers, we did manage to get the transmutation table, and today I want to get the wand of animation. From this recipe that you see over here, I almost have everything except one minor detail. If you come to the crystalline ingot, you might notice it does require osmium crystal. The thing is, normally you would be able to make crystals inside the crystallizer from Abyssal Craft, but this recipe is a bit different. The only solution is the mechanism way, or quadrupling, quintupling, whatever it is called. So I thought to myself, if we want more automations, we need to expand our base. Of course, by just a bit, nothing too crazy. But first things first, did you know that an ME controller has EMC? This is just lovely. So let me do a few gizmos and I'll be right back. Okay, so we have a very small expansion to our base, housing our drives and storage components. That is a total of 64 drives if I'm not wrong. Yeah, 32. They are behind dark glass, and we do have some elevators which I forgot to install. And it's not an elevator, it's a hydraulic platform. Yes, much better. We can go up and down. I wanted to have a very small basement for automations, and this is essentially your corridor. The only issue that I have is that I have no idea why this is 2 wide, this is 6 wide, and everything else is even. And I rolled with that. It really didn't have to be. We can add more glass. Also, did you know that you can paint the glass? And this is the wrong one. Also, I am aware of the fact that if you go down here, the view is kind of terrifying. Yeah, this place is going to be covered, but don't you worry. The platform is also going to go. Maybe not today, but very soon. I don't really want to lose it. This is our original block. Yeah, exactly. The roots are here. So here is the plan. We need to do some ore quintupling with mechanism, meaning that we need sulfur dioxide, trioxide, and sulfuric acid. Correct? But it's not just the sulfuric acid that we need, we also need sulfur dioxide and trioxide because we need them in order to make neutral steel. So we need to have enough production in order to make sulfuric acid in decent quantities and also have enough in order to make neutral steel. Although dioxide is for the 9th, trioxide is for the 10th. So we don't need that much. But I think I'm going to do the same thing that we did with nuclear craft, meaning that we are going to make all the fluids independently and then mix them whenever we want. Actually, before we place down any machines, I think our wisest solution is to upgrade the energy crystals. These are wyvern and they're good, but we can make draconic now. We get a bunch of the garbage one, maybe more. Let's make a stack, who cares? Then we upgrade it to wyvern. This is why you would care, because you need to upgrade the injectors. Damn, I was not thinking of that. Okay, injectors, they're cheap. I have made a bunch of energy crystals, we're making more, they're very cheap for us. And I have also replaced most of the wyvern energy crystals that we had with draconic, except one of them. Yeah, the one up there, next to the sieving area. These energy crystals are great because they give you like 64 channels. But you might notice down here, I'm also making some sulfur dioxide and trioxide. Sulfur dioxide is easy peasy, you just need a chemical oxidizer, you give it sulfur, it gives you sulfur dioxide. Then we take that sulfur dioxide, we put it inside the quantum entangler portal because we want things to be neat and clean. We put it inside the chemical infuser together with oxygen, and that gives us sulfur trioxide. And yes, the reason that this tube is empty is because I just realized I made a slight boo-boo. The ratio should be at least 2 chemical oxidizers per chemical infuser. We just need some upgrades, and I'm assuming it should now start keeping up. I can't see anything in the tube though. It could be something visual. Also, this is like literally the worst version of mechanism that we're playing, because you cannot configure the size of the machine, you cannot copy and paste settings for quantum entangler porters, and it's a bit painful. Oh, and by the way, if you're wondering why am I spamming quantum entangler porters, they do have EMC. So that is dioxide, trioxide, now we need sulfuric acid. And don't you worry, I have already made the machines, which of course for symmetry purposes, they go something like this, I guess. By mixing the sulfur trioxide and water vapor, we're also making sulfuric acid over here. The gas. We just cover it with some enlightened fused quartz so that it's neat and clean. I tried my best to hide the piping and I think we're good. But now that we have sulfuric acid, there are other things that we need to get. So this is the recipe for the wand of animation, correct? And these are the items that we have. They're not that much, why? Okay, let us get our 6 creative essence, which I believe we should be able to craft it, yes. Because we can just dupe neutral steel of the 6th degree. I think it goes something like this. 2 crystalline pink alloys, like so. I did not expect this, but we have the bamboo. This doesn't have EMC and we need it for the chaos catalyst. Then what else do we have? We can steal one of our ironwood singularities from here. that goes over here. The other one is blocks of sunny quartz, which is easy peasy because it does have EMC. And of course, I'm just gonna make it manually. Here is one, and I guess here will be the second one. That goes somewhere around here. Opinium core is something that we have been making for, I don't know, the past 15 episodes, so this was already done. We do have bioluminescence. Considering the fact that we need like millions of ethereal slates, we might as well make the first two. That should be demonic. This should be ethereal. Yes. So now we come to the most important and complex crafting in the universe. Complex earth staff. This part is extremely important, so please pay attention. First off, you mix some oak inside the basic crafting table. You get the simple amplification rod from Lordcraft. Such an amazing mod. Then you take those simple rods and you make the exotic amplification rod. What is the difference? I have no idea. Then you take your exotic amplification rod, which I have no idea what it does, and you mix it with mana infused shards. That gives you the infused amplification rod. Amazing. Then we're going to need half a stack of mana infused ingots and one heavy crystal. Lovely. Yeah, imagine doing that with a forge. I wouldn't be able to wait. Not that this is great, but still it's much better. You don't show me how you craft this. Okay. You're weird. Anyways, now that we have everything, we come to the staff crafter. Infuse amplification rod, heavy crystal, half a stack of mana infused ingots, and voila, the complex earth staff of darkness, which I have no idea what it does. And that goes, I don't know, here? So basically we're just missing the amber star, which is easy to get, and the floating, whatever the hell this is called. And of course, the crystalline ingot. We're going to make 11 of them so that we can use 2 of them for the wand of animation and 9 of them in order to make a block. And FYI, this is why we needed sulfuric acid. Just in case you forgot. Welcome to the beautiful land of Erebus, where we're looking for that. Amber. Oh, you also need 3 resin. Okay, we take this then. Also, sometimes there is something stuck in there. These are bugs. I'm going away. If possible, one day we're also going to try and find a rod in it. Maybe in this one? Yeah, it's fine. I will go and try to find the tree that we need. What is this? Oh, I don't want to know. Oh, there it is. I think it's this one. Yeah, balsam. That gives us the resin and also the sapling. We are done. Of course, we are done in Erebus, not in general. We still need a few more gizmos, but we can have our amber star, 2 of them. That goes somewhere around here. Oh, and I also need to make mob duplicators. Uh-oh. Oh, this is cheap. Ish. Also, this doesn't have EMC, so if we're making it, we should probably make a stack or something crazy. So now we're in the nether looking for a few ores in order to make the mob duplicator, and I forgot its name. Yes, nether amethyst and nether rhyme. Oh, both of them are ores. Well, this was easy. I already found the amethyst, but I think the rhyme is in a different biome, because I have been mining in that biome for a long time and I have never ever seen that. It's fine, we use the ore dictionary. Or rhyme. So, or rhyme. Oh, you found it. Thank you. Also, I think if we fortune these things, we're going to have better luck. That's silk touch. Your fortune. Okay, 7, 5, 6, something, and something else. Yeah, we fortune these. Hello. You should always be nice to the indigenous population. Well, it does seem that they are jerks. Also, yes, it was in a different biome, and I do have a feeling it's this biome, the icy version. Because we just got like 15 and that's it. Yeah, we're getting it. So it's somewhere here. Also, what do you drop? Ah, you make tools out of it. Okay. Oh, these guys also drop the rhyme. We mine the ore. It's easier for now. But eventually I think we also need it for the chaos catalyst or something crazy. Yeah. So then we're going to spawn the mobs. Yeah, we already have enough. Almost. I have filled in the recipe of the mob duplicator as best as I could, and we're only missing a few items. Technically speaking, only 2 items, but 2 stacks of each one. One of them is the gold crystal, which I'm lazy, so I'm just making it inside the crystallizer. And the other one is the magma crawler eye, and I was making a spawner. Where did it go? Oh, you ran out of power. My bad. This one doesn't have a connection. I think for the moment, we're just gonna set it up over here, and can you power it from there? Holy, the range is amazing. I love that. Spawn something, no? Thank you. We want their eyes. They're not as beautiful as mine, but at least they have a function. My eye is not very functional. Oh, this is so slow. It's okay, I also need to start making some osmium crystals, and I guess we need a few machines. A chemical crystallizer, which doesn't have a horrifying recipe, and that is always a good thing. And a chemical washer, which also has a nice recipe. Oh, and by the way, when I say nice, it's not really that nice. Because our applied energistics has a problem with every single tank, anything which basically doesn't stack. And the wireless terminal itself is actually fine. Oh, we need some machine frames. Yeah, that was the problem. Okay. Steel casing doesn't have EMC, but I believe we should be able to animate it with the wand of animation. We don't really need a crazy supply of osmium, so we're just going to have our chemical dissolution chamber. Then I think we need the ore washer and the crystallizer. It's just that we don't really have any osmium ore to process. Oh, we do. 64. So you should give me the slurry. Come on, thank you. You need water, which honestly speaking, I was not thinking of that, but that is fine. Where do you get the water then? Maybe from the top? Okay, that works. This is going to wash the slurry and you're going to give me the crystal. And of course, everybody's going to be much happier if you work with upgrades. I don't think in this bot pack you actually need to have any muffling upgrades because I don't hear anything. But I installed them anyways. But very good. We have our osmium crystals. We are also done with gold. That is perfect. Good job, boy. And yes, this is what we do in Minecraft. We make elevators and then we fly around. It's stupid, I know, but I'm sure you do the same. Also, this is what happens when you forget that you left the spawner. We're not going to need magma crawler eyes ever again. Anyways, they go over there. Here is gold. We need one more stack of gold, which is going to be ready after we get our first chaos plank. I should have gone with a crystal. How many crystals? Oh, it's ore quintupling. We didn't need that many. I'm sorry. My bad. Ladies and gentlemen, the crystallized gold is ready. That goes inside the advanced crafting table and we shall have 64 mob duplicators. That should be a quest. Come on. Thank you, thank you. Oh, that's funny. I like that. We need 2 of the mob duplicators for the wand of animation, so we're left with 62. But I don't think in Mythic mode you need more than that. Because if the ultimate singularity has EMC, then we just need to spawn blocks which are going to give us a ton of EMC. Or maybe some of the blocks which don't really have an EMC. Maybe like, I don't know, blood tank? Yeah. Ruins and large bloodstone. You need them in the millions. Anywho, those are not very important. Let us get back to the wand of animation. We're going to need a ton of lime matter and we need the crystalline ingot, which this is the recipe for it, and unfortunately the impregnated diamond doesn't stack. But I have been checking, we have 381 graveyard dust, so we should be fine. The other problem is that we need the plenary crystal or whatever it is. And I think in the interface of the arcane construct, I'm out of patterns. Where is it? Yeah, we have all the 9 patterns. So this version of AE2, although it's a bit terrifying, it has an option. Yeah, pattern expansion card goes inside the ME interface. Oh yeah, you can have another row of patterns. That's neat. So can you give me like 100 void catalyst? Lovely. Also, another thing that I have to do is to reassemble the smeltery one more time because we need alumite. It doesn't really have EMC, so what can you do? It's beautiful. Now, another question is, how the hell do you make alumite? Don't do that to me. So it's 2 iron per 3 aluminium, and I think 2 obsidian? It's fine, worst comes to worst, we mess it up. Actually, I have been thinking, now that we have EMC, can we make a few gizmos from Project E? That's not how you do that? Oh, it's the opposite. My bad. I mean, the ability to fill in tanks with lava is a useful thing to have. So can I fill it in? Yes. Lovely. Yeah, well, this is a very slow process, but we're getting alumite. Actually, I never explained. The reason that we need alumite is that we need to make this aluminium crystal seed, correct? And this is the recipe. Everything that you see over here has EMC, dash, we don't really care, except alumite. Another thing is, one thing I never checked. If I break you, will you lose everything? That was a bit stupid. No, we're good. I don't really have any idea how much of these are we going to need. Probably not that much, but I am going to make as much as we can. For the moment, 1 stack. If I have not done anything wrong, the 2nd stack, like so, and we're just missing the crystals from Lordcraft. Such an amazing mod. So we need some pure crystal. Think we're going to need a bit more, and maybe just a bit more. Some mana string, the mana weave cloth, and that's it. Okay. We can craft it. We shall have 27. 27 divided by 2 is going to give us more than 11, so we don't care. Here is our crystalline ingot. Oh, impregnated diamonds. I forgot. They don't stack. Oh, you counted. Thank you. So a bit of a problem. We can make 9 and I'm out of graveyard dust. So it's good enough for a block, but not enough. Damn. It's fine. Graveyard soil is relatively cheap. We don't get it from the mob farm. It doesn't count as a player kill anymore. Okay, that is perfectly fine. What we're going to do is that we're going to have our wand of animation, and for some reason we're missing more than we should. Oh, lime matter. I forgot about the most important thing. So if we steal 1 lime matter from there, how can we dupe it? It's gone. That's what I have to do anyways, I'm sorry. But we do have 100,000 terra steel, that should count for something. We should also have some extra matters. Yeah, we use those too. Yeah, I don't think we're going to have enough terra steel for this. Because so far I have like 2, well 3. We're not doing great, are we? Oh, we need 9. It's fine, we will sacrifice everything. This is the last of the terra steel. Thank you, at least you gave me 1. The other things that we're going to sacrifice are all the matters. And since we are out of matters, we go with nether stars. Oh my goodness, you're expensive. Oh, I have 2 matters here. Just to let you know, I have started exporting emeralds, but I don't think that's going to last that long. It's fine, after that we move to diamonds, anything that we don't need. That is the whole point of EMC anyways. But on a totally separate note, for the wand of animation, we're missing one thing. This guy, which is rune of earth, air, and a few petals. And I already forgot, cyan, grey, light grey. That should be it. Yes. I have some amazing news for you. We're out of emeralds and we got one. That's fine. I go with diamonds. We're not missing that much, we're only missing 2. I have 1 in my inventory, and yes, the recipe is wrong. This one should be ready at any moment, hopefully. Then we just need 1 more, which is, I think, 3.2 billion EMC? That's not going to be enough diamonds. Also, we are out of nether stars, so whatever we can export, we will export. We do have a decent amount of garbage in our system that we don't need, and it's also taking up storage, so we're going to export those. Because I never made storage for them. Very easy. One of them is sapphire, then we have rubies, and the peridot thingy. And maybe for the moment some prismarine crystals, that should count for something. Remember, we just need this one. This is the last one. It's going faster. Now it's actually going too fast. That is fine by me. We will make it. Well, we ran out of a few stuff, but I discovered something of interest. Ender Dragon Scale. It actually has a decent EMC, 131,000. Export that. Yeah, now it's making a huge change. We're getting it. Amazing. Okay. That's enough. But this is fine, I'll get rid of some of the garbage. We don't need 6.5 million prismarine. Actually, I just had a thought. We're doing all of this in order to gain EMC, correct? So stop making dark matter, copy some blocks of emerald. That should be enough. Because if you guys remember, last time that we were playing Project Ozone Kappa mode, we were going with this, the 8 times compressed obsidian block. If you animate it, you're going to get billions of EMC. However, in Mythic mode, for some reason, there is also an 8 times compressed block of emerald. That gives you 6.3 trillion. We don't really have that, but we can work towards that. I mean, as high as we can go. This should be 3 times compressed. That's already great. Oh, we can also use dragon eggs. We have so many. If we can make a 4 times compressed, I'll be happy for today. Yeah, that's almost a billion. I think it should be doable. We have 7, 8. Oh. We have 9? Can we go higher? Yeah, but I don't think we can. We can't make like 8 more blocks. I am going to AFK a bit and see what happens, but we can export lapis because we have 3 million and we also have 700,000 ender pearls. These are expensive materials, so it should count for something. If not, we're just gonna spawn this. I have absolutely no idea why I said I'm going to AFK, because I didn't. I was busy a bit. Although I was AFK for a few minutes, I went to get some coffee. But now we come to the most important part of this mod pack, using the stupid wand of animation. So first things first, I have started building some stuff in the end. We want it to be in another dimension. It can be literally anywhere. Oh, I actually went to bring some fused quartz, I forgot. It's fine. So first things first, for spawning of the mobs, I'm going to first explain to you how we are going to do that, and then I'm going to explain to you why it's wrong. Well, it's not wrong, it doesn't make any difference. Basically what I have done is that in one chunk we have 4 spawners. And by spawners I mean mob duplicators, and we want exact copy. Yeah, exactly. That is also a portal from Draconic Evolution, which is going to transport every single mob instantly to a position that we specify, which is going to be here. And remember, there is a 1 chunk gap. So if we want them to fall exactly here, we just sneak and right click, and we just put a diamond spike instead. Ow! And try not to fall on them. And unfortunately we are out of spikes, so we make more. Lovely. And just to avoid having Enderman on top of here, maybe we should have a few slabs. Yeah, something like this should work. Now that the killing chamber and the spawning chambers are done, let us get the actual mob. We're going to start spawning the 4 times compressed block of emerald, correct? So let us animate him. Those are wooden spikes, and it's going to reduce the health of the mob to half a heart. So we just take him. And just to clarify, I really hate being in the end. I just wanted to put it out there. Anywho, we shall have a quantum entangler porter for power. These guys should receive power. Lovely. I forgot to hook up my ender tank, but 1 ender tank for essence. Later on we have to start producing essence, but for the moment this will do. We have 21,000 buckets. Let us put some speed upgrades. That is slow. Much better. So now we should be able to put the mob inside, like so. And he should spawn and fall into the void. No, that's not the plan. The plan is we're gonna teleport them, like so. Now they should go in there and die. They are going to drop loot packs, which is not great, but we have to filter them out. So we shall have a trash can, and we're just gonna filter the loot packs, that's it. Whitelist. Also, looting or anything else is not going to affect the drops, they're just gonna drop 1 block. Can you drag and drop loot packs? No. But good to know that they're going to drop solidified experience, we avoid that too. Well, I have set up the filter, but we got a decent supply of blocks of emerald. So I think we can go a few tiers higher. This is 5 times compressed and 6 times compressed. Yeah, this is 78 billion. But you guys know the drill. We do the same thing. We shall animate you, kill the other guy. He didn't die. There was lag, it's fine. And we're going to spawn this one. He has a higher value, so why the hell not? Unfortunately, I think I have to do this until we get to the 8 times compressed. Yeah, it's not that far. Let's do that. I think this should be enough. We need only 81. Ladies and gentlemen, 8 times compressed block of emerald, 6.3 trillion EMC. There is absolutely nothing that can beat this. At least as far as I know. Maybe there is. But the old one can die, obviously, and we take you. And honestly, he's the only one that we're going to spawn and put him inside the ender chest. It's this one. So another item collector with the filter. I should be able to turn off my magnet, I guess. Yeah, we're getting the blocks. Perfect. Also, the rest of them we can trash. We don't need them. Another thing that we should remember is that we don't want the one, we want all 4 of them. Also, I should be really careful not to fall into the portal. And we also have some upgrades. And I just realized I made too few of them. How many do we need? We just make a bunch. Yeah, this is great. I'm so happy with this. This is a crazy amount of EMC. I mean, it's like 32 fading matter. Just one block. That is what I call crazy. So now we come to the important part. Why this system is wrong. It looks very fancy, it looks really fast, it looks very efficient, but it's not. If you guys remember, in Project Ozone 3 Kappa mode, I had a mob farm like this, and the only difference was that instead of killing them, instead of bringing them down to half a health, we were just dropping them to their deaths by like 22 blocks. So no portals, no wooden spikes, no diamond spikes, nothing. They just fell down and they gave us the block. And I had done a few hours of AFKing, so believe me when I tell you this, there is no difference between this farm and that farm. Production is exactly the same. The only thing that you should pay attention to is the one chunk gap. So for example, if you need to spawn more mobs, they should not be to the adjacent chunk, they should be over here. If you have them next to each other, the one in the middle always suffers by a lot. And ironically, last time for us, that was the Awakened Draconium one. So you can do this, you can drop them to their deaths, you can put them inside the mob crusher, nobody cares. The speed is always going to be the same. And no, if you are trying to correct me, you're wrong. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one, bye bye. Also, just out of extreme curiosity, that works in an energy condenser, right? Yes, but there is a limit. Yeah, we're wasting 4 trillion of that. Who cares? Works in the table. Oh my goodness, 400 trillion. But don't you worry, we're gonna spend that. Yeah, 5.3 quadrillion, and the ultimate singularity is... oh, we can afford that. Interesting. Anyways, bye bye.